So here we have the front cover of a Kerrang magazine. The first thing that we saw was the direct mode of address, where the music artists are looking directly at the camera, which draws the reader to the magazine. The next thing I saw was the colour palette, which is fairly minimal, with only 4 main colours used: purple, black, yellow and white. These colours connote the emo look they are going for, especially black, as they are usually associated with that genre, also making it aesthetically pleasing. The masthead, Kerrang, is in the centre at the top of the page, but part of the word is hidden behind one of the artist's head, which connotes that the magazine is well known enough for the readers to already know what magazine. The typography used is not uniform. The masthead Kerrang is in a font sans serif, which makes the magazine less sophisticated. There are all different fonts used all over the cover page, connoting the wild and reckless behaviour which is usually associated with emos and goths. The typography in the masthead is squared letters which have slashes all over it, which connotes the violence within the emo music, therefore linking the cover page back to the genre it is portraying. The busy look of the front cover makes the magazine more likely to be picked up and read, as it makes it a lot more eye-catching and interesting, therefore making it more people interested in reading it. The demographic for this type of magazine would be the E demographic, due to the young nature of the magazine, which will therefore attract the younger readers. The barcode and pricing is located at the bottom right of the page, showing that the magazine is the latest one, so the articles inside will be up to date with the most recent views and will therefore make the reader more likely to want to read it. The puffs of the magazine are placed all on the main image, which gives the impression that the story isn't the only exciting story in the magazine. It also shows that the article isn't the most important in this magazine issue. The anchorage uses the word greatest, which acts as a buzzword, as it generates the idea that the magazine has valuable information into which albums are most popular, therefore making more people want to read it. Anchorage 50 greatest emo albums ever links to the main image, as the subjects in the main image are the artists of those albums. Any fans of this type of music will automatically be able to identify with these artists, making the magazine a lot more relatable to them. This is the contents page of the Kerrang magazine. The house style of this magazine is very loose, with lots of different themes being used throughout the magazine, connoting disorganisation, which links to the genre of the magazine. A different font is used on the contents page, which contrasts with what was used on the cover page, although the colour and font remains the same, showing a continuing theme throughout the magazine. The issue number of the magazine and the date is shown at the top right corner, showing that the magazine is up to date and will therefore have up-to-date reviews. The contents page still uses a main image and then puts the actual contents as more of puffs to the page. This goes against the codes and conventions and makes the page more unusual and interesting. The contents page sections the pages into different headings such as news, features, lives and so on. This is a different way to lay out a contents page, which isn't usually done, therefore making the page more eye-catching. Again, there is no definite colour palette, as here they have only used black, white and yellow, therefore discarding the purple, which was used on the cover page. This has carried on a similar house style and theme between the two pages, making a better link in the magazine. A lot of text on the contents page has just been repeated from what was on the cover page, but in slightly more depth with a page number. The main image uses direct mode of address, as all the subjects are looking directly at the camera. This links in with the cover page, where direct mode of address was also used. Here is the double page spread. The main image takes up half of the double page, which therefore draws a lot of attention to it. The subject is mainly wearing dark black clothing with heavy makeup. This continues the theme of using a lot of black through the pages and therefore continuing the house style. Quotes from the article have been put in bigger font to create interest with the reader and entice them to read further into the article. There isn't a specific headline for this article, which is unusual and goes against the codes of conventions. The masthead could be seen as the pretty reckless in the top right corner, but this is also going against the codes and conventions, as it is a lot smaller and a lot more insignificant than other writing in the article. The main image also uses direct mode of address, which has been used in the cover page and contents page, therefore continuing the theme. The way the subject is looking at the camera also suits the genre of the magazine, as it seems like she's giving a death stare, which links to the emo theme. A triplet is used in one of the quotes, which has been made in a bigger font, which will entice the reader to continue reading, as it is more interesting and original. There is also a short summary of the interview just before the main body of text to create further interest. As the picture is dominant to most of the double page spread, it will draw in a younger audience, as they are more likely to take interest in an interesting picture than a whole page of writing. The pages have page numbers in the bottom left and right hand corners, which goes along with the codes and conventions of a magazine. This also helps locate the pages of interest. A different font is used on this page, which contrasts the other pages but makes it more specific to this page. This also makes it more aesthetically pleasing, as the whole page matches. Some of the colour palette is also continued onto this page, as the font is in black and the background is in white, therefore continuing part of the house style. There is a lot of white space used on this double page spread, which creates a simplistic look. This contrasts the cover and contents page, which has a very busy theme with lots of information. This also makes the page more aesthetically pleasing.